doing is just a little piece of not only just bringing a convenience to a little grandma, but also to help save the earth too. We're really happy with how it turned out, and also that we got it all done basically in one day, which is amazing. Bill Wright had said to Daryl and I as we were walking out the door, "You guys are going to need more than one trip." And I told Daryl, I'm sorry, I told Bill, I said, "Bill, don't say that, because it's 250 miles from where we live."
To Gallup Solar and all my colleagues there and students coming together, thank you very much. And to all the sponsors and donators to Gallup Solar, I'm looking forward to this trip. It's going to be a new experience for me, and we're going to travel roughly from Port Defiance, which is here, and Windrock, which is here, but the learning center is here at Gallup Solar, which is here. And then we're going to travel all the way from here to the eastern side of Grand Canyon. And the trip is going to be roughly around, total miles probably would be about 620 miles. And we're looking forward to the journey. And like I said, thank you very much to the donors and people that contribute to Gallup Solar. And there's a lot of gratitude. Thank you.
So I met your mom, I believe last summer, and it was during a camp that was being put on to learning how to build a sweat lodge for women and men. And my sister and I were the last ones to leave, and your mom was showing us her solar kit. And so she was so excited to show everyone, and then she asked us if we knew any elderly person who had medical needs, who needed a solar panel.
At that time, we were applying to Gallup Solar to be part of Solar Team 2. And we were talking about that, saying, well, the setup has to go to somebody with a medical need for electricity, but that doesn't have it. And she said, well, my auntie doesn't have electricity and she needs it.
Just have to drill a hole here, huh?
Yeah, you just mount the panels to that, and then you're going to mount the panel itself to the unistrut.
We started early this morning, and the individual gave us to use 2 of her box springs that was not being used, and we decided to go ahead and use those 2 box springs as part of the solar panel setup. And luckily we brought some access screws and washers and nuts and bolts that we had needed without having to rely on welding the metal pieces together. So luckily there was a lot of brainstorming, a lot of mental input to setting up the panels, and it came up very well.
Those should be fine. We need 2 more then. And then it should just fall together. Should. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, the coolest thing is it's made out of 2 bed frames.
Hey, you have light.
Yay. Disco time.